Hello everyone, and welcome back to Life Single Review. I'm so happy to see you here today. I hope you're all doing well, staying healthy, and finding joy in the little moments of life. This channel is all about sharing stories that touch our hearts. Stories of resilience, love, and the strength of everyday people navigating life's challenges. Today we have a truly special episode for you. One that's been building up for so long, and I know many of you have been waiting for this moment. Can Dee finally break free from his past and close the door on his marriage to Thuy? What will happen when the court delivers its verdict on their assets? How will Thuy react when things don't go her way? And back at home, Huyen waits anxiously. What news will Dee bring her? After all the struggles, all the tears, and all the waiting, will their love finally get the happy ending they deserve? And what about that chilling threat Thuy leaves behind as she walks away from the courthouse? If you're as curious as I am, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our stories. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves heartfelt tales. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, let's dive into today's story. The morning begins like any other at Huyen's humble home. But there's something different in the air today. A quiet tension mixed with hope. The sun is just rising over the countryside as Dae and Huyen work together, feeding the chickens and preparing food for their small family. You can hear Maya's sweet voice singing as she helps her mom wash vegetables, her innocent melody filling the morning with a sense of normalcy. De chops banana stems for the chickens while Huyen mixes their feed, adding vegetables to make it easier on their stomachs. It's such a simple scene, but if you look closely, you can see the worry in Huyen's eyes. Today isn't just any day. Today is the day that could change everything. Inside the house, Huyen has prepared a special breakfast. Fried pumpkin cakes, golden and crispy, made with love. She calls everyone to the table, and as they sit down together, there's warmth in this moment that makes you forget, just for a second, about the heavy day ahead. Dae encourages Maya to eat well, reminding her that she has an important dance performance at school today. The little girl had been sick and missed several practice days, and both Huyen and Dae worry that she might not keep up with the other children. But Dae reassures Huyen with gentle confidence. Maya is a wonderful dancer. She'll be just fine. You can see how much he cares, not just for Huyen, but for Maya too, treating her like his own daughter. This is what family looks like. Not perfect, but filled with genuine love and concern for each other. Then the conversation shifts, and the real weight of the day settles over the breakfast table. Dae is going to court today for the final divorce hearing with Thuy. And Huyen's anxiety is written all over her face. She asks him quietly if he thinks everything will go smoothly. Dae reaches across the table, his voice steady and reassuring. He tells her not to worry. The court will handle everything according to the law. There's no love left between him and Thuy, he says. If they can't live together anymore, the court will approve the divorce. It's that simple. But is it really? Huyen wants to believe him, but years of hardship have taught her that nothing is ever quite that simple. Day continues, his voice filled with determination and tenderness. When the divorce is final, he tells Huyen, they'll get married and build a life together. Huyen's response is so genuine it breaks your heart a little. She laughs softly and asks, where would they get money for a wedding? And besides, who would want to marry him anyway? But Day doesn't miss a beat. He tells her that even if she doesn't agree to marry him, he'll stay by her side. He won't go anywhere. And he won't let her marry anyone else but him. There's something so pure in his devotion, so honest in his love. Huyen, touched but still cautious, makes him promise. He has to keep his word. No going back. Dee smiles and gives her his word, calling her my lady of the house. He promises to give her a life filled with happiness. Maybe not wealth, but something more valuable. A heart that knows how to love, share, and protect both her and Maya. They decide that Huyen shouldn't go to court with him. If Thuy sees her there, it could cause conflict and complicate the proceedings. It's better this way. Day will go alone. After breakfast, Day takes Maya to school on his motorbike, and Huyen watches them leave, her heart heavy with hope and fear. As the sound of the motorbike fades into the distance, she whispers a quiet prayer that everything will go well today. While Dee heads to the courthouse, Huyen can't just sit at home and wait. She needs to keep herself busy, to quiet the anxious thoughts racing through her mind. So she decides to go into the forest to pick wild pineapples. Now, you might be wondering, why wild pineapples? Well, in Huyen's hometown, these fruits are considered precious medicine. Wild pineapples can treat kidney stones, helping with painful and frequent urination. The way to use them is simple but effective. Take 1 or 2 ripe wild pineapples, wash them thoroughly, put them in a pot with about 1.5 to 2 liters of water, and boil it down until only about 1 liter remains. Drink this throughout the day, and it works wonders, but that's not all. Wild pineapple also helps with digestion, reduces bloating and indigestion, and even helps reduce joint pain and rheumatism. For this, you soak ripe wild pineapples in 40-degree white wine at a ratio of 1 to 3. Let it sit for 20 to 30 days, and then use it to massage the painful areas. It's amazing how nature provides these remedies, isn't it? As Huyen climbs the mountain trails, she finds several wild pineapple plants, but most of the fruits are still green, not fully ripe yet. The yellow ripe ones have stronger medicinal effects and sell for better prices at the market, but the green ones can still be used. She picks what she can carry, thinking that tomorrow is market day, and she can sell some of them. The rest she'll take home, chop up and dry to make medicinal tea for the family to drink daily. She even finds some galangal along the way, the fragrant kind that's perfect for cooking. As she works, bending down to pick the fruits, climbing over roots and rocks, Huyen's mind keeps drifting back to Day. Is the court hearing going well? Has Thuy arrived yet? What's happening right now? The physical exhaustion of climbing mountains and picking fruit can't distract her from these questions that won't leave her alone. She talks to herself, trying to stay positive, reminding herself that Dee said everything would be fine, but the worry is there, constant and heavy, like a shadow she can't shake off. Meanwhile, at the courthouse, Dee arrives early, showing just how determined he is to finally close this chapter of his life. The atmosphere is tense as he waits. Then the hearing begins, and the judge delivers the verdict. The court has decided to divide their assets into 3 parts. Dee receives 2 parts, and Thuy receives 1 part. The moment the decision is announced, you can see Thuy's face change. She's furious, disbelieving. She immediately confronts Dee outside the courtroom, her voice sharp with accusation. How can this be fair? Why does he get 2 parts while she only gets 1? She's convinced he must have done something, must have influenced the court somehow to get this favorable decision. But Dee remains calm, his voice steady, as he explains that he has no power to interfere with the court's decision. They ruled according to the law. He tells her, "Your share is yours, and my share is mine." If she disagrees with the verdict, she has the right to file a complaint. But at this point, there's nothing more he can do. He even suggests that the portion she received is already quite fortunate. Then Thuy's voice drops, becomes almost pleading. She asks him, what if she wants to get back together with him, like before? Would he accept? And here, Dee's response is crystal clear, leaving no room for misunderstanding. "It's too late now, Ms. Thuy," he tells her. "My heart now belongs only to Huyen. I no longer have any feelings for you." The finality in his voice, the certainty, it's both beautiful and devastating. Thuy's face hardens with anger, and something else. Hurt, perhaps, or wounded pride. Her final words are chilling, dripping with bitterness. She tells him she believes he will never find happiness, and to just wait and see whether her words come true or not. Then she turns and walks away, leaving behind a dark cloud of resentment and unspoken threats. Day stands there holding the official divorce decree, finally free, but aware that Thuy's parting words weren't just empty anger. They were a promise of trouble to come. By the time Huyen returns home from the forest, her arms are tired from carrying the wild pineapples, but her mind is even more exhausted from worrying. She's greeted enthusiastically by Bibi, their loyal dog, who seems to have missed her terribly, even though she was only gone for a few hours. Huyen sits down with Bibi, showing him the large wild pineapples she collected, talking to him like he understands every word. She tells him that when these fruits ripen, they'll be easier to sell. Tomorrow is market day, so she'll take some to sell, and the other 2 she'll chop and dry to make medicine for the family. She praises Bibi for being such a good house guard, tells him to keep exercising so his legs get stronger. Then she gets to work, chopping the wild pineapples and laying them out in the sun to dry, all while her thoughts keep circling back to the same question. Where is Dee? Why isn't he home yet? The uncertainty is almost unbearable. To keep her hands busy and her mind occupied, she starts preparing lunch, cooking rice and frying tofu, making garlic fish sauce for dipping. At least when Day comes home, the meal will be ready and waiting for him. The afternoon stretches on, and still no sign of Day. Huyen tries to stay calm, tries to focus on her tasks, but the worry shows in everything she does. She talks to Bibi, asking if he's hungry, giving him some of the fried cakes from breakfast. She keeps glancing toward the road, listening for the sound of a motorbike engine. Where is he? What What's taking so long? Did something go wrong at the courthouse? Her imagination starts running wild with possibilities, each one worse than the last. But then, finally, she hears it. The familiar sound of Dee's motorbike. Her heart leaps. She hurries to meet him, trying to read his expression as he parks the bike. "How did everything go?" she asks, barely able to contain her anxiety. And then Day smiles, that warm, genuine smile that lights up his whole face. "Everything went smoothly," he tells her. He reaches into his bag and pulls out the official divorce decree from the court. Huyen's hands tremble slightly as she takes the document, her eyes scanning the official stamps and signatures. It's real. It's finally real. "That's great," she whispers, her voice thick with emotion. "Now you're completely free. From now on, you won't be tied to her anymore." The relief that washes over both of them is almost tangible, like a physical weight has been lifted from their shoulders. Huyen admits she's been worried all day, unable to focus on anything else. Getting this decision makes her so happy. She tells him, from now on they can be together freely. There won't be anything separating them anymore. No more shadows from the past. No more legal complications. No more waiting. Day pulls her close, his voice filled with determination and tenderness. He tells her he's truly happy too, and from now on, no one will be able to stop them. He promises to try even harder to give her and Maya a less difficult life, to build something good and stable for their little family. The rice is ready, and Huyen invites Day to eat. As he sits down at the table, looking at the meal she's prepared, he says something that makes Huyen's heart swell. "Just coming home and seeing you prepare a meal like this makes me feel like the happiest man alive." Huyen explains that she made this special meal to congratulate him on returning victorious. She hopes that every day he can enjoy meals cooked by her hands like this, though she modestly admits her cooking isn't really that good. But Day disagrees completely. He thinks the meals she cooks always taste better. In fact, he insists she cooks better than him. They joke about whether he's cleverly trying to push the cooking duties onto her, and they make a sweet agreement. Whoever gets home first will cook. Fair enough. As they eat together, the conversation flows naturally. It's windy today. The weather is changing, probably the season shifting. Maya has started showing signs of coughing, but thankfully her classroom is warm, so they're not too worried. Dee compliments the rice. Even though Huyen bought the cheap kind yesterday just to try it, it tastes really good. They laugh about eating the inexpensive rice to save money for other things. Dee says that when he eats with her, any kind of rice tastes good. Any dish she cooks is delicious. In this cold winter weather, even not-so-good rice makes you want to eat more. Huyen tells Day about her trip to the forest, how she saw so many wild pineapples growing there. Yesterday at the market, she noticed people selling them and lots of customers were buying. Today she went into the forest and found many, but most were still green. Green pineapples don't sell for as much as the ripe yellow ones, but there's still demand for them. Tomorrow is market day, and she plans to bring some to sell since the market will be very crowded. The 2 fruits she brought home today, She's already cut and dried so they can roast them and make tea to drink every day. Day agrees enthusiastically. Wild pineapple tea is very good for kidney stones. Huyen adds that it's not only good for kidney stones, but also cools the liver and kidneys. Since it has so many health benefits, they should harvest them gradually, even when they're green. When the ripe season comes, they'll go to the forest together on the motorbike, which will save energy and allow them to carry much more back home. It's such a simple conversation, but it reveals so much about how they think. Always planning together, always looking ahead, always practical, but hopeful. The wind picks up suddenly, blowing so hard it knocks the pot lid off. It's sunny, yet the wind is this strong. Huyen wonders if it might rain. They talk about lowering the curtain when it's windy to keep the cold out. Dee mentions that the way they built the house, facing the river, makes it really cool in the summer. But now with this windy season, maybe they should buy another curtain to keep the warmth in. These are the small details of life, the everyday concerns of people who are building something together, one careful decision at a time. When they finish eating, Huyen feeds Bibi, giving him the soft tofu because he really likes it. This morning, Bibi ate 2 fried cakes, she tells Day proudly. Bibi lives with their poor family, so he can eat anything. And he's such a good dog. Then, as they sit together in the comfortable silence that comes after a good meal, Day brings up something important. He looks at Huyen with those sincere eyes and says he has something to tell her. Now that he's free, and she's free too. Should they hold their wedding soon? Huyen is surprised by the directness of the question. A wedding? Isn't that a bit rushed? She asks. But even as she questions the timing, you can see the happiness in her eyes, the hope she's been holding on to for so long. She tells him honestly that for her, anything is fine. Big or small doesn't matter. What matters most to her is that their family is peaceful, filled with laughter and love, even if they're poor. Just that is enough to make her happy. And isn't that beautiful? In a world where so many people chase after wealth and status, here's a woman who knows exactly what true happiness looks like. Day's response shows why he's worthy of her love. He tells her that her dream is also what he's always wanted, but he still wants to give her a proper wedding. A joyful and warm celebration so she can feel even happier. Huyen, ever practical, says she's not good with wedding arrangements, so whatever he thinks is suitable, they'll do that. She's fine with anything. If they don't have much money, they can have a small wedding. If they do have a wedding, let's keep it simple. Dee promises to arrange it, and they'll find a good day to choose together. How about they go check the date tomorrow? He suggests. But Huyen explains she probably can't go tomorrow. She still hasn't finished the work she's doing for Mrs. Nam. Then they'll wait until both of them are free and go together. Dee agrees easily. There's no rush now. They have time. They have the rest of their lives. The conversation shifts to lighter things. This afternoon, should they cast some nets and grill fish? Dee wonders if there will be fish with this strong wind. When it's windy, there are usually fewer fish, Huyen points out. But Day decides he'll go to the river later and throw the net to see how it goes. why not try? And there it is, that perfect ending to a perfect day. Two people who've been through so much, who've waited so long, now sitting together planning their next meal, their next day, their next adventure together. It's not dramatic or grand, but it's real, and it's theirs. And so we come to the end of today's chapter, but really, it feels more like a beautiful beginning, doesn't it? Think about everything Dae and Huyen have been through to get to this moment. The endless waiting, the legal complications, the judgment from others, the financial struggles, the uncertainty about whether their love would ever be allowed to flourish openly. They've walked such a long, difficult road together, holding on to hope even when everything seemed impossible. And today, finally, that patience and perseverance have been rewarded. Dae is officially free from his past, holding that divorce decree that represents so much more than just a legal document. It represents the future he and Huyen can now build together, without shadows or complications. What strikes me most about this story is the contrast between Thuy's parting threat and the genuine happiness that Dae and Huyen share. Thuy said Dae would never find happiness, but she couldn't be more wrong. True happiness isn't about wealth or status or winning arguments in court. It's found in simple moments, sharing a meal of cheap rice and fried tofu, planning to pick wild pineapples together, feeding your dog, talking about curtains to keep out the cold, and dreaming about a simple wedding. It's about choosing someone not because they can give you everything, but because they give you what truly matters. Love, respect, partnership, and a genuine commitment to building a life together. Huyen, Dae, little Maya, and even faithful Bibi. They're not rich. They don't have grand plans or expensive dreams, but they have something far more valuable. They have each other. And they have authentic love that doesn't depend on material things. That's the real victory today. More meaningful than any court decision. Thank you so much for joining me on this emotional journey today. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you believe Dae and Huyen will finally get their happy ending? What do you think about Thuy's parting words? Will she really try to cause more trouble? Or will she finally let go and move on? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and I love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with friends who appreciate tales of true love and resilience. And don't forget to subscribe to Life Single Review for more heartwarming stories. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, take care of yourselves and the people you love. Remember, happiness isn't about having everything. It's about cherishing what you have. See you in the next video.